Looks like there's enough of you here that I'll talk for just 2 or 3 minutes, and we might even start a little bit early. We've got most of the seats taken already. This is amazing, because in 1978, this church acquired its first set of handbells. And 4 years later, since they were in the closet most of the time, the church board here recommended that the director of music at that time take them with him when he left. Yeah, really true. However, they did realize that that was probably not the wisest decision they ever made, and so they did acquire, we got another 3-octave set of Schulmrichs and started in, and actually Joan started a choir with our younger people. And then Vic Costinko came along, and he owned a set of handbells. And Vic we started ringing and getting interested in stuff in this, and Vic was the president of the American Guild of English Handbell Ringers, that name that you used to have to learn back then. So Vic was a member here, and he started gathering people together to ring. And he says, you know, it would be really fun. There are some choirs that are really exceptional, and they have 4-octave sets of handbells just like we do. And in fact, Vic had a G2 bell, and we were hot stuff. I mean, G2 now is not, I mean, everybody's got a G2. I mean, that's just no big deal. In fact, one of the bells back here, we have a C. What do you rate the big C2 bell? There's the biggest one we've got now. They didn't even make such a thing when we started this 20 years ago. And of course, now we've got them all the way up to C9. You have a C9 right in here. We have 2 of them, I believe. That's for the non-hearing impaired. Well, it was very interesting. So in 1992, Vic invited 4 other choirs from around to come and see if we could put a little festival together of bringing some music that was a little bit exceptional. We invited Bill Griffin, who was over in Columbus, to come over and conduct the first festival. We advertised like mad. We had it in the papers, we sent mailers, and we got 150 people to come and listen. I mean, this is amazing how it's grown. Well, from that point on, we had the festival here for several years. It was an every other year event. And in 2002, we had outgrown the facility. There was no way that we could do this. So for the last 10 years, the BRONZEFEST has been all over the country with all these wonderful choirs. To get into this, you have to be invited. There's no way to become a Bronze Festival ringer without being invited. And that means you gotta be really hot stuff. So you're looking at some of the scum of the cream. It's all in the telling. All right, some of these groups out there have CDs for sale. If you really like handbell music and want to take it home so that you can listen to it till the next Bell Festival, which will be with Summit Bells wherever in 2 years, there's CDs for sale out there. If the sun decides to come out, it's going to hit you flat in the face in this building. Sit there and enjoy it. In 7 minutes, it'll go to your neighbor and just put your thing out. If you move, you get a double dose. So you just might as well endure it in this room. That's kind of our thing that's just of no fun. Okay, it's a great pleasure of mine to introduce Joan Muehlhoff-Dorgan, who is our handbell director here now and has been responsible for all of the goodies. Would you give her a hand?
The last 2 days making wonderful music, and it's a great thing to do, but it's always more fun to be able to share it with other people who can enjoy the fruits of our labors. The groups that we have here, we have Carillon Choir from Midland, Michigan. We have Chuck Cobb's Choir of Summit from Akron, Ohio. We have Classical Bells who are from Detroit. We have Embellish who are from Grand Rapids. We have Kalamazoo Ringers from Kalamazoo. And in the back is our Advent ringers. We get built into the choir loft because we're the home team. If you have not heard bells before, you are really in for some enjoyment, because we have a wide range of every kind of music imaginable. What we have enjoyed the most is, and we keep bringing Fred Gramann back to direct us again, because he is exceptional at helping us to draw out the most musicality that we possibly can. And that was one of the goals. Now, if you don't know about the Guild, which is now called the Handbell Musicians of America, the purpose, the motto, is uniting people through musical art. And we have definitely united this weekend, and we want to unite you with us. So with that, I would like to introduce our conductor. We've had Fred come here from Paris, France.
Bonsoir, je voulais vous souhaiter la bienvenue à notre concert. Oh, I'm sorry. Good evening, we're really thrilled that you're here. It has been a glorious 26 hours together. We started yesterday at 2 o'clock. But these are the kind of people that can pull a program together very quickly. They are indeed exceptional. I do a lot of festivals, and this is my favorite one. It's just very, very exciting. We're going to start with a piece which I hope is worthy of this glorious worship space. It's called Fantasy on King's Weston. There are 3 hymns. There is King's Weston, which was written by Vaughan Williams. We sing it to At the Name of Jesus. At the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow. So you'll hear that. Then there's a hymn called Neumark by Georg Neumark, which is If thou but suffer God to guide thee. And then there's one called Passion Chorale by Hassler, which is O sacred head now wounded. And near the end you hear all of those 3 melodies combined. So we will perform for you Fantasy on King's Weston by the French composer Fred Gramann. was composed by Reinhold Gliere, who was born in 1875 in Kiev. It's taken from an opera entitled The Red Poppy, and this is the most famous dance from that opera. It's based on an old Russian folk song. There's this very frenetic kind of wild introduction, then everything stops, and then you hear the folk song, bum, bum, yum, bum, 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 bum. You hear it in the bass bells. It's their moment. You'll see all this aluminum and bronze up there swinging away. It's very impressive. Now it's not easy because near the end it gets really fast. So as an extra incentive, we're actually going to fill the bells with Russian vodka. And anything left, they get to drink at the end. Now, those in the front, you may want to have your programs. Anyway, Russian sailors dance. Okay. And no dancing, please.